Hello, my wonderful Leos. I hope you all are doing amazing. In today's video, I will be tapping into the energies of your love life. So it's going to be your general love reading for the week here. So pretty much whatever comes out for you guys. Okay. Okay, Leo, so we have two cards here. We have the Seven of Wands, and we have it followed by the Nine of Swords. Okay. I mean, Leo, I could be speaking to you or a cross watcher here, but I feel like some of you may have clicked on this video, or you may have clicked on my reading here because there's some sort of stress or worry that you're feeling when it comes to this connection this week. You know, starting off with the Seven of Wands, I do believe that there are some sort of clear boundaries that you're placing when it comes to this person, this connection here. But with the Nine of Swords, I also see it as very stressed out or something is worrying you. Okay, so it doesn't have to be anything very large or dramatic, but there's definitely something on your mind that is either causing you to feel uneasy, or maybe you're just very curious about something and you're wanting the answer to it. But I also see a little bit of a guarded energy here, okay? The other way that I can read this, Leo, is, you know, someone may be thinking of you, even to the point where they feel like they can't get you off their mind, but they're not willing to show you that, or there's some sort of a barrier, or almost like they have a guard up when it comes to being open about their emotions towards you. So let's see what's going on here. Okay, so the Two of Swords wanted to pop out here. So I do see that there is a bit of confusion. You know, this person may feel that they're not seeing something clearly. They may also feel like something is very repetitive, or something has been very repetitive between the both of you in this connection. Because the Two of Swords, guys, it's very much like this or that way of thinking. It's not. It's when you're having a difficult time seeing how you can do things differently. And it doesn't mean that there's, that you can't approach something differently, or there's not a new way to execute something differently. It just means that you're not able to see it in the current moment. So your person may feel like they are having clouded thoughts, or there are some sort of illusions that they're, struggling to see past. Okay. Okay, so we have the Three of Wands on the bottom of the deck, and then we have the Devil. Okay. You could be dealing with the Capricorn, potentially another fire sign like yourself, so Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Three of Wands and the Devil. You have someone here who is thinking about you, and they're trying to figure out why they cannot stop thinking about you, even if there is some sort of distance here or a disconnect with the Three of Wands. What's interesting is, even if you're communicating with this person, they can sense that there is a disconnect. So either you're not communicating with them the same way that you used to, or you're not as consistent as you once were. But with the Devil and the Three of Wands, initially what I was getting is someone who is wondering why they can't get you off their mind, despite some sort of disconnect or distance that they're feeling this week. Okay. Three of Wands and the Devil could also be an energy of someone, choosing to keep their distance from you because they could be battling something, okay, this week. So Devil could speak about, addictions, attachments. It could even just be something that, like a mindset, just something that you're going through personally that is not serving you, but you don't want anyone else to know, is the energy that I'm picking up on here. So if they are battling, something, or going through something internally, they're keeping their distance from you so that they don't bring that into the connection, or they don't want you to witness them in that energy. So I'm going to start off by seeing how they're viewing you this week. Okay, the Seven of Swords for how they're viewing you. Okay, so there's definitely, I could read this a couple of different ways here, Leo. Number one being they could be suspicious of something. Now, Leo, I'm not saying you're doing something behind this person's back or they have a reason to be, but again, this is how they're viewing you. So, Seven of Swords could be that there's some sort of assumptions that they're making, or they're quite literally suspicious about something when it comes to you or your energy. The other way that I could read this, Leo, is there is some sort of strategy involved in the way that you're communicating with this person. So whether it's you're communicating with them right now or it's a conversation that happened a few days ago, they feel like there's some sort of strategy here, or there's something that you're trying to figure out, but you're not really being upfront about it. Okay, so with the Nine of Swords, it could be something that's worrying you, maybe some sort of truth that you want to know about this person, but you're going about it in a very strategic way. You're not really asking it directly, is how they're viewing you. Now, I'm also getting an energy with the Seven of Swords. This could be someone who is acknowledging what they did not tell you. So it could be something in particular, that's what I'm seeing. And they're also realizing how that has caused you to become very guarded. Because we have the Seven of Wands as the first card. So it's almost like if I was honest about something in particular, then maybe we could have avoided the energy of Leo being very, guarded towards me or not wanting to speak to me. But I do see that they're assuming something, or they feel like you're trying to figure something out, but there's some sort of strategy when it comes to your communication here. Okay. I also feel here, guys, that this person is viewing you as someone who's able to figure things out on your own. So whether it's something that you communicated to this person or not, they know that you have the ability to attain answers or information without the help of them, even if it has something to do with them. Okay? So we have the Knight of Swords followed by the Five of Wands in the challenge position. Okay? So this is very specific here, Leo, but it's very clear that it's someone that you're not on the same page with, at least not this week. Knight of Swords and the Five of Wands, to be fair, is an energy of, yes, there could be a lot of back and forth communication. But the thing about the Knight of Swords, guys, is like, it could be communication A, that is very fast moving, or B, uncalled for. Unexpected, but also uncalled for. So there could have been a harsh exchange of words, or something was said, and this person is looking at the situation, or a disagreement, almost as if it could have been avoided with the Five of Wands energy. Okay, Knight of Swords and the Five of Wands, yes, it could be conflict and argument, something that obviously rubs you the wrong way, but the question behind it is it worth being mad over? Is it worth ending a relationship over? Because the Five of Wands upright could also touch on like, petty conflict, things that lack importance, or ultimately just something that you could have avoided to begin with. Okay, so this person feels like, or they're thinking about something that they said to you, maybe even a conversation, right? Between the both of you, but they're feeling like it could have been avoided, or it escalated to the point of, we did not need it to, get to that space, or we did not need to be that upset with each other. This is their perspective again, right? So Knight of Swords and the Five of Wands, again, these two cards are coming out in the challenge position. So I do believe that there's something that was said between the both of you that this person is struggling to let go of. So they know that you guys should overcome it, or it's not worth, being upset over for too long. But they also feel like they're having a hard time letting go of it. They're still trying to, whether it's forget a conversation, right? Even if you did not say anything that was rude, particularly rude to this person, it could be something that you were very truthful about, but they could have, been hurt by it. So you're viewing them in the Three of Swords energy. Someone or a situation that you feel very torn over, a situation where you are questioning this person's motives, okay? Again, I will say that this is a week where you may find that you're really in your thoughts. You're having a hard time, forgetting about the situation, or you're having a hard time letting go of the things that actually bother you, that have occurred between you and this person. Because Three of Swords, it is a very, like, an energy of being hurt or feeling torn. And the way that you're viewing this person is someone who has, caused a great deal of hurt, in this connection here. I also feel, Leo, that with the Three of Swords, you may be trying your best to forgive this person or this situation, but there's something about you feeling like there are certain things that are just really hard to forgive. So I wonder if something was said or something was done where you feel like it quite literally would be you going against your beliefs if you were to forgive what has occurred, because you're upset about something that has happened and you're hurt by it, but you also don't agree with it. So you're having a hard time forgiving it, right? And you don't want to, you're in a space where you don't want to just say you forgive someone when you know in reality it's actually bothering you. So there's something here that you're struggling to make peace with. I do sense a lot of worry, you know, in the energy here. Okay. So in your feelings, we have the Ace of Cups and we have the Seven of Wands. Okay. Very guarded towards a new beginning. There's something that occurred between you and this person, okay? And it is a general read. Excuse me. It is a general read, but take it how it resonates here. The main thing that I'm getting is there's a very guarded energy when it comes to a new beginning. Like you may be thinking about reconnecting with this person, or if you're communicating with them, you're thinking about how things would be if you were to give this person another chance. But there's something about you feeling extremely guarded and not being able to ignore the feeling that is you know, causing you to feel guarded, right? So whether it's like you feel like you can't trust this person, whether it's a scenario that occurred in the past and you're still reliving it, right? It's almost a sense of this has changed my outlook or my perception of you, but there's also an energy of you feeling like this has somehow changed your perception of relationships or your love life as a whole here. And I'm also getting an energy of like someone's throat like closing up or like wanting to communicate something particular, or I should say something specific to you and thinking about it. But when it comes to actually being vocal, it's like almost like a throat chakra blockage, or they don't have a way of getting through to you. I do see that here. And again, in your feelings, I see you being very guarded towards a new beginning. So you may be connecting with this person and they are offering you something new, or they are ready for, you know, a new start. But this is the week where you're asking yourself, well, am I ready for a new start? You know, am I ready to, you know, get things off the ground here? Or am I ready to give this person another chance? The Star card and the Knight of Wands. Okay, I will say, Leo, that, you know, the Star card and the Knight of Wands, there's a very strong energy of you not only wanting to heal from some sort of pain that you feel. You could be going out more this week, or you are saying yes to the invitations that you're receiving. Maybe you are traveling or you're taking a vacation, but it's almost like getting out of your, I don't want to say comfort zone, but maybe just getting out more, right? Like if you haven't been feeling like yourself and you've been very hurt over this connection, there is an energy of you saying, you know what, I'm sick and tired of just being home and thinking about the situation. I'm going to go out with my friends, or I'm going to spend time with my loved ones. Like there's something here that you're doing to try and kind of shift your focus. And it's going to be very healing for your energy, right? So if you have been feeling very alone, maybe you are, like I said, hanging out with friends or family and it's making you feel a lot better. I do see that you're trying to kind of shift your focus. You could be dealing with an Aquarius or a Sagittarius here, but as far as the Star card and the Knight of Wands, I also feel like as much as there's an energy of you wanting to, you know, put yourself out there, and there's even an energy of you regaining or I should say you're reclaiming your power in the situation, because with the Knight of Wands, I'm viewing it as you being in a very confident energy, but I don't think that you're that confident when it comes to giving this person a second chance or reconnecting with them. It's like a confident energy in terms of, you know, reclaiming your power or being able to feel like yourself again after some sort of severe hurt. But then with that, you know, Seven of Wands, there's still a very guarded energy on your end when it comes to actually trusting this person or opening up to them again. Okay, Ten of Swords clarifying the Knight of Swords, and the Eight of Wands clarifying the Five of Wands. Yeah. I see communication. Again, even if you're connecting with this person as you're watching my read, they can tell that you are not being completely open. Again, not in a way where it doesn't mean that you have to be hiding something, but that is something that they're assuming. So even if you're like, you know what, I'm not hiding anything from this person, I just don't, want to be open about my emotions, there are some sort of assumptions that this person is, you know, or assumptions or conclusions that they're jumping to here. So Ten of Swords clarifying the Knight of Swords here. That I'm kind of reading that energy hand in hand with the Three of Swords. Something that was said that they're reminded of. A conversation could be the last conversation prior to some sort of an ending here. But with the Eight of Wands and the Five of Wands, they feel like the conversations that you guys have, even if it is to discuss what is not working, it becomes, I don't want to say it becomes a competition, but it becomes maybe a sense of who gets the last word, or it becomes something in terms of you, Leo, wanting to get your point across and them wanting to get their point across, but then it ends up in an argument instead of the both of you actually just conversing and saying, okay, this is my side, this is your side, what are we going to do about it? So they feel like there was, like, you guys are able to converse, or the conversations take place very quickly between the both of you, but they also feel like you guys are not really able to come to a solution because it's almost like one side overpowering the other, okay? Or an energy of both of you wanting to express yourselves to each other, but there's also a lot of anger and frustration, so it results in not being able to come to some sort of a solution. So that's what they're thinking about when it comes to, or that's how they feel about the communication between the both of you. And with the Ten of Swords and the Knight of Swords, like I said, there is something here they feel like they could have avoided. Knight of Swords and Ten of Swords could even be an energy of speaking too soon and kind of thinking about, well, or thinking, why couldn't I have thought about that more thoroughly? Or is there, maybe I should have been a little more patient, and so the result would have been different, right? So in their feelings, we have the Two of Pentacles, okay, and the Knight of Cups. Okay. I see this as someone who wants to apologize, but I don't see the certainty there. I'll tell you why. Knight of Cups, yes, it's an energy of, in this case, I feel like it's an apology, but with the Two of Pentacles, there's also a very back and forth energy, right? Do I do this? Do I say that? Or right now is not the right time, or I have a lot on my plate, so I can't make time for that. Or there's something here about them going back and forth between an apology, but also just being emotionally open with you. They're also thinking about, if they were to apologize or open up to you emotionally, what would the outcome be? Would it go this way? Would it go that way? Would Leo respond, or would Leo not respond? These are the things that, are crossing your person's mind. This is what they're thinking about. So yes, they're thinking about being more open with you emotionally, but they're also, because I'm thinking about how to word this without it sounding confusing. Like, they're thinking about how to be open emotionally and apologize to you, but they're also thinking about how you're going to receive it. Chariot, some of you could be dealing with the Cancer and the Four of Wands. They really do want progress here. I do believe that it's someone who wants to rekindle what the both of you, have experienced in the past. But the Two of Pentacles is this going to work or go according to plan? Or if I choose to open up, will Leo actually accept, what I am telling them? Will Leo actually, believe what I am telling them? And the Chariot is also about acknowledging differences. It's acknowledging that, there's a dark and a light side to everything. It's not always going to be positive. It's not always going to be, rosy, but there are going to be, difficult times, but am I willing to work through that? So that is something that your person is thinking about as well. Again, there has been an ongoing difficulty here. That you guys have been facing in this connection. And as far as the Nine of Swords, I feel like, for it to be one of the first cards that came out in the spread, there's a lot of worry. There's a lot of stress in this relationship. So whether it's because there's a lack of communication, a lack of reassurance, the fact that maybe it's very on and off or inconsistent, there has been almost Because the way that the download is coming through here, Leo, is this person feels like there has been this ongoing stress or worry, but you guys were struggling to get to the bottom of it, or at least find a solution for it. Okay, the Magician and the Knight of Pentacles, a lot of knights here. So this connection could have been short-lived, or it was very fickle. You never really knew what was going to happen. So even if you were connecting with this person, or you speak to this person, you never really know what's going to happen the next day or the next week, or there's a lack of stability here is what I'm picking up on. So interestingly enough, we have the Magician and the Knight of Pentacles and the potential outcome. Okay, which touches on this person trying to not only manifest a change here, but feeling like they have some sort of, I don't want to say they have the upper hand in the situation, but they may feel like the ball is in their court when it comes to figuring something out with you. I don't see this as a fast moving energy. I see it as very premeditated. I see it as, even if you are going to find a solution with this person, it's going to take quite some time. And it's not to say that they're not thinking about a solution, but the Knight of Pentacles is someone who's, again, thinking about every possible outcome. With the Two of Pentacles and their feelings, there is a concern about how you're going to receive what they want to tell you. Look at this, guys. Nine of Swords clarifying the Magician. So we have the Nine of Swords twice. So it's just confirming what I was telling you guys without sounding too repetitive. A lot of stress, a lot of worry that has been ongoing, and they want to figure out how to overcome this. Again, guys, like, it's a general read, so what could have caused worry in this connection could obviously vary, and you're going to know your situation better than I will, but they are definitely trying to work on that, or they're wanting to find a solution. I just know that they don't find it to be something that's easy to do. And they're still very fixated on you. You know, I see this person continuing to think about you and even wondering why they're thinking about you so often, even though there's like some sort of distance between the both of you. Or it could be someone who feels like they're thinking about you a little too much for someone that they're not actually in a committed relationship with. Because there's a lot of love here and there's a lot of desire, but Nine of Swords is, you know, a lot of stress as well, a lot of worry. You know, why am I feeling this way, right? Why can't I stop feeling this way? Four of Swords, yeah. Okay, and the King of Wands. I see this person definitely, you know, taking their time with making it, you know, figuring out their next move, I should say, with that Two of Pentacles. I don't really feel like this is about making a decision. I mean, if you were to boil it down, that is what it comes down to. But Nine of Swords, King of Wands, and the Four of Swords is also someone who's working on their confidence, someone who's very fixated on you, but is trying to let go of some sort of worry that so that they could fully pursue you. There's also an energy of needing to release how you will receive something, because that is almost creating a block in them actually coming forward and saying what they want to say, because there's this concern about how you will receive it. I mean, for example, it could be a fear of rejection. It could be fearing that you're not going to respond at all. But I do see that it's impacting them on a mental level where they're trying to heal it. Or if the Four of Swords is not about healing, like I said, it's about gaining confidence or building that courage to say, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and do this anyway. Okay. So my wonderful Leos, that is what I'm getting for you this week. I really do hope you were able to find a message that resonated with you here today. And thank you so much for your time.